Welcome to EduRev. Today's current affairs are extremely important for UPSC GS1, GS3, Indian society, history, science and tech, and governance. As always, we won't just tell you what happened. We'll help you understand why it matters for UPSC and how it strengthens your preparation. So let's begin. On Birsa Munda's birth anniversary, understanding his fight for dignity. Birsa Munda and the larger Janjatiya movement are central to understanding India's tribal resistance, land rights movements, and identity struggles, all of which are core themes in GS1, History and Society. Why this matters for UPSC? UPSC repeatedly asks questions on tribal uprisings, colonial land policies, leaders of tribal resistance, identity movements, modern tribal empowerment schemes. This topic creates a strong link between history plus Indian society plus governance. Key takeaways for UPSC. Birsa Munda's birth anniversary is now observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, the first national day dedicated to tribal heritage. This aligns with a wider recognition of tribal contributions through Janman Mission, tribal infrastructure projects, and freedom fighter museums. Tribals like Tilka Manjhi, Sidhu Kanhu, Tantiya Bhil, Veer Narayan Singh shaped early anti-colonial consciousness. Birsa Munda's Ulgulan was one of the most organized tribal revolts against colonial land laws. His legacy contributed to the formation of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, and to protective laws like the Chotanagpur Tenancy Act 1908. This topic is a high-probability UPSC GS1 and essay theme. Lithium-rich red giant stars and helium abundance. A study. This is an excellent topic for GS3 Science and Tech, Prelim Science, and astronomy-based conceptual questions. Why this matters for UPSC? UPSC has a history of asking star evolution stages, red giants, white dwarfs, neutron stars, stellar nucleosynthesis, observatories and telescopes in India. This study by the Indian Institute of Astrophysics, IIA, adds a fresh Indian research dimension. Key points for UPSC. Red giants are stars that have exhausted core hydrogen and expanded their outer shell. They burn hydrogen in a shell and later start helium fusion, producing carbon and oxygen. The IIA discovered a direct link between helium enhancement and lithium enrichment, first time ever measured spectroscopically. Himalayan Chandra telescope provided crucial data. Study reveals deeper internal mixing processes in stars. This improves understanding of stellar evolution, a recurring UPSC concept. National Migration Survey 2026-27. A must-know topic for GS1, Indian Society, GS3, Economy, and Essay. Why this matters? For UPSC, migration is a major theme connected to urbanization, gender dynamics, labor markets, pandemic return migration, welfare schemes and remittances, social change. UPSC frequently frames questions around these themes. Key points. Survey by Mosby NSO from July 2026 to June 2027 covers rural-urban, interstate migration, short-term and long-term movement. Focus on individual migration, the majority of India's mobility. New metrics, well-being, service access, GPS-based validation. Major change. Short-term migrant equals 15 days to less than 6 months. First full migration survey in 17 years. Expect questions in GS1, GS3, and even UPSC essay. Drishti. AI system for wagon safety. Why this matters for UPSC? Perfect for GS3 topics on AI, transport safety, railway modernization, Atmanirbhar Bharat, indigenous tech innovation. Key points: developed by Northeast Frontier Railway plus IIT Guwahati, detects unlocked/tampered wagon doors while in motion, uses AI-powered cameras and computer vision, reduces pilferage, manual checks, and delays. Under trials for 10 months with high accuracy, integrates with freight management platforms, useful for UPSC questions on security, technology, and logistics reforms. Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, honoring tribal legacy. This complements Birsa Munda coverage in the earlier section. Why this matters for UPSC? UPSC loves tribal history, tribal leaders, cultural movements, museums, heritage, national observances. Key points: observed annually on 15th November. 2024 to 25 is Janjatiya Gaurav Varsh. Focus on museums in Jharkhand, MP, Chhattisgarh. Highlights tribal contributions in uprisings and anti-colonial resistance. High relevance for GS1, art and culture, and essay. India targets 55% female workforce participation by 2030. A major theme in Indian society, economy, social justice. Essay. Why this matters for UPSC? UPSC asks on women in workforce, gender inequality, labor reforms, unpaid care work, demographic dividend. Key points: boosting female participation can add 700 billion USD to GDP. FLFPR rose from 23% 2017 to 18 to 41.7% 2023 to 24. Increase mostly driven by rural women and unpaid work. Challenges: unpaid care burden, unsafe mobility, informal work. Key reforms: BBBP, NEP 2020, labor codes, maternity benefits, need for childcare infrastructure, women-friendly formal jobs and skill development. This topic is highly expected in GS1, GS3 and UPSC essay. Pandit Nehru, architect of modern India. This is perfect GS1, static content linked with a current anniversary. Why this matters for UPSC? UPSC repeatedly asks about Nehru's role in institution building, foreign policy, planning, scientific temper, nation building after partition. Key points: 125th birth anniversary 2025. Strong focus on child welfare. Articles 21A, 24, 39F, 45. Founder of IITS, ISRO, AIIMMS, PSUS, Bhakra Nangal, steel plants. Visionary behind 5-year plans. Laid foundation for NAM and Panchsheel. Strengthened democratic institutions. Election Commission. Excellent for GS1 long answer practice. Drone City and Space City Project Andhra Pradesh. Why this matters for UPSC? Relevant for defense tech, drones, space economy, industrial policy, startup ecosystem, investment incentives. Key points: Drone City at Orvakal, 300 acres. Space City near Sriharikota. Focus on manufacturing, testing, innovation. Supports national initiatives. Kisan Drones, Swamitwa, InSpace. Offers 100% GST refund, 20% capital reimbursement. Aligned with Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. Good for GS3 and UPSC Prelims. Before you go, if you want daily UPSC notes, revision quizzes, audio summaries, previous year papers, and high-quality structured courses, download the EduRev app now. Available on both Play Store and iOS App Store. Keep learning, keep growing. See you tomorrow with more UPSC-focused current affairs, only on EduRev.